Okay, so we're starting fractions this week. So we'll be learning about fractions for this chapter and next chapter. You've already been exposed to fractions in second and third grade. So we're going to continue on with that as we go along in the next couple chapters.
Wait a minute. You know this dog?
Oh, I do. He is really awesome.
Yeah. We've established that. Who are you?
I'm Rhino.
Rhino? The hamster.
Well, my ancestry isn't all hamster. I'm 1/16 wolf with a little Wolverine in there somewhere. But that's besides the point. We have before us a legend. What's the problem? I'm pumped.
Listen, this may be really hard for you to understand, but you see, sometimes things aren't what they seem to be. I mean, sometimes you think something's really real.
Everything you need to know about fractions. Everything you need to know about it. I'll teach you how to get rid of my improper fractions. What's that? Lights, camera, action. Fraction. If it's improper, you have to change it into a mixed number. I'll be the one to explain it. Improper when the top number is bigger than the bottom. So when you take the bottom, fit it in to the top one. Say that the bottom is 3 and the top can be 17. How many times is 3 fit in between? Will that be?
All right, so that was just a little video that I found for you guys. I thought you might like it. Just shows us that we deal with fractions and math every day in everything that we do and everywhere that we look. In some way or another, we are dealing with math. Okay, so what are fractions? Fractions are objects or shapes that can be divided into different parts. So we go back to that part whole. When the parts are equal, the same size and shape, the parts are called fractions. Fractions name equal parts of a whole shape or an object. When writing fractions, one number is written above the other with a line in between them. They can be written like this, whether that is 3/7, which you'll see a lot when people are using computers, or 3/7. So these mean the same as each other. Okay, so some vocabulary for you to know. The top number is going to be the numerator. The line is called a fraction bar, And the bottom number is a denominator. You definitely need to know which one is the numerator, which one is the denominator. Those are very important vocabulary that you need to remember. Okay, these are both read as 3/4. All right, so the number on the top shows the part or parts you are thinking about. It is called the numerator. So the numerator is a part. Okay. The number on the bottom tells how many equal parts the shape has been divided into, or how many equal parts the shape has. It's called the denominator. And what else could this be called? We have part here. We're going to have whole here. Okay. So we have a part of a whole. The two numbers are divided by a line called a fraction bar. All right. So we're going to take a look at these circles and see if they are divided into equal parts. And remember, in order to have a fraction, they've got to be divided into equal parts. Okay, like this one, for example, this green one. That's not equal. It was got a little piece of the circle kind of cut out. It was not an equal part. How about this one right next to it? Do those look like they're equal parts? Nope, that one's not equal either. Okay, how about this one right here? Kind of looks like they're equal parts, so I'm going to say yes, it's probably a fraction. Yep, that is equal. And the blue one looks equal to me. Okay, let's go down here. That's not equal. So you have the top one is a lot smaller than the bottom one. Not equal. What about this Pac-Man looking one right here? Hopefully you guys know what Pac-Man is. It was a favorite game of Miss Fernley's when she was a kid. But that is also not equal. That is one piece of the pie missing out of the whole pie. Okay. Purple one right here. In some ways, if it was cut right, it could be equal. But this one also is not an equal partition. This one kind of looks like a orange. That's going to be equal. It's got equal pieces. Okay. This one right here, not equal. That one piece is bigger than the other three. This one right here, not equal. You got the two bottom parts are smaller than the bigger parts. This one right here, those look like all four equal pieces. Okay, how about this one right here? Part of that looks like it could be a little bit smaller than the other part. See, you gotta have good eyes because sometimes it may look equal to your eyes, but it's really not. All right, so these circles are divided into common fractions. This would be a half, okay, because it's split into two different pieces, okay. These are thirds, 3 different pieces, fourths, 4 different pieces, fifths, 5 different pieces, sixths, 6 different pieces, sevenths, 7 different pieces, and eighths are 8 different pieces. Okay, so in the circle below, one of the 3 equal parts is shaded. The shaded part of the circle is called 1/3 or 1/3. So this would be 1, 2, 3, and the shaded part is one part of the 3 as a whole, or 1/3. 2 of the 3 equal parts are unshaded, so the unshaded portion is called 2/3, which again, this is part and whole. Okay, in this instance, the whole is going to always stay the same because that is how many pieces that would make up that part as a whole. All right, so we're going to drag the think boxes away to show the answer. In this circle, 3 out of the 5 equal parts are shaded. The shaded part of the circle is called, okay, so we have 5 equal parts. Okay, so 5 is going to be my whole number. And then it said the shaded part, 3 out of the 5 equal parts. So this is my part. Okay, so what would that fraction look like? Okay, 3/5. It would be 3/5 or 3 out of 5. Okay. All right, so the next page has a magic hat that's going to help us name fractions. So let's just go on to that. You don't need the directions. All right, so here we have our fraction hat. We're going to pull this out here. Okay, what do you think that might be? What fraction do you think that might be? Take a look. All right, so it'd be 2 halves. Okay, remember half is 2 pieces, and 2 out of 2 is 2 halves. Come on. It doesn't want to go into the trash can. Okay, and let's do another one. How about this one right here? I've got 1 shaded part and 1 not shaded part. What would that be? Okay, let's take a look. 1 half. Good. These don't want to get eaten by the trash can. There we go. That's loud. Okay, let's try another one. How about this one? All of them are shaded. Let's count how many total pieces I have. That's going to be my whole number. How many of them are shaded? That'll be my numerator and my top number. And we should have 3/3, which is 3 out of 3. Okay. All right. We've got how many total pieces do I have there? Okay, how many shaded pieces do I have? That's going to be my numerator. Shaded pieces over the total pieces. That is going to be 2/4. 4 total pieces, 2 of them are shaded. Okay, how many pieces do we have here? Total pieces? Okay, so we have 5 total pieces. How many of them are shaded? Okay, so 3 over 5. What would that sound like? Okay, 3/5. 3 out of 5. All right. I don't have this one in pieces, so what might that be? That's right, it's a whole, or 1 over 1. Okay. How many total pieces do we have here? 7s. Do you remember what 7 is? So it'd be 1 over 7, which is 1/7. Okay, here's another one. How many total pieces do we have here? Okay, another 7 piece of pie. And how many are shaded? So it'd be 7/7. Okay, how about this one? How many total pieces? 5. Okay, how many are shaded? 0. 0/5. Okay, how many total pieces here? 5. I got 1 shaded. So 1 over 5, or 1/5. Okay, looks like I got another 5 piecer here. So I'm going to have a 5th. How many are shaded? So 4/5. 4 over 5. Okay, how many total shaded pieces here? Still working with 5ths, so out of 5. Looks like I got 2 shaded out of 5, which is 2/5. Okay, how many total pieces here? I've got 3 total pieces. 2 of them are shaded, so it would be 2/3. Okay, how many total pieces do we have here? We've got another 7. And 6 of them are shaded, so it'll be 6 over 7, which is 6/7. Okay, I've got another 7 piecer here. Got 5 of them shaded. 5 over 7 is 5/7. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4 of them are shaded, so it'd be 4 over 7, which is 4/7. This is going to be our last one. Okay, so we have 7 here also. 3 out of 7 is 3/7. Okay, so for your guys' WSQ, go ahead and write a paragraph summary about what you learned today, and do practice book page 16.1.